Do you love chunky glitter but have a hard time working with it? Well, as you can tell from the title, that is exactly what we are going to do today in this video. Hi, my name is Noemi. I am the creator behind n.r.b Crafts. If you are new here, welcome, and if you are a subscriber, welcome back. So, as you guys can tell, today we are going to be laying down some chunky glitter flat. Chunky glitter is super cute, and I know sometimes it can be frustrating to work with chunky glitter because sometimes it doesn't always lay down flat, or it doesn't, like when you go to epoxy it, you have a lot of bumps and you end up doing like 3 or 4 coats of epoxy. So today I am going to show you a couple little tricks to help lay your glitter down flat. So here I am using a super chunky mix from Simply Glittertastic. This is a shop I found on Etsy, and this glitter is called Groovy Baby, and as you can see it has neons and sparkles, and it kind of reminded me of a disco ball. So I am working with this glitter, and I am first applying my layer of Mod Podge. As you guys know, I don't really ever do the epoxy method. I actually have never tried it, so maybe one day in the future I will try it. But for now we're gonna stick with the Mod Podge. So when I apply my Mod Podge onto my tumbler, I like to do kind of a heavy coat for that first layer of Mod Podge on my tumbler. And as you can see here, I grabbed a piece of parchment paper or wax paper, you could also use it, and I am just wrapping that little tumbler and smushing as much as I can for that glitter to lay it down flat. Now, you do kind of want to wait a little bit after you apply your glitter and your Mod Podge. I usually wait about 20 to 30 minutes depending on how my room is, temperature wise, like whether it's cold or hot, since it does kind of affect the dry time of your Mod Podge. So here I am going in with some Quick Coat. This is a water-based sealer from Counterculture DIY, and this sealer is going to help us kind of get in between those chunky pieces of glitter that are kind of overlapping but not completely overlapping, if that makes any sense. Like where your pokey bits are. So you could also do a coat of Mod Podge for sealing your glitter. This will help for when you go in to resin your tumbler and not use up too many coats. So I did actually do 2 coats of glitter on the tumbler. So in between I did that parchment paper trick to lay down my glitter flat, and obviously it's not going to be completely flat, but it does help lay it down a little bit flatter and to seal it. So once I seal this, I am going to go in with 2 coats of 20 milliliters of epoxy. I believe this is a 12-ounce shorty from the Steel Magnolia that I'm working on. And after this, I am going to also show you how to sand your tumbler once you finish epoxying it. Alright, so now it's epoxied, and as you can see around the rim, it's going to be kind of bumpy and lumpy and everything else in between. Just because those rims, specifically the bottom rim, is going to be just kind of one of those vulnerable areas, like always. Usually what I do after my 2 coats of epoxy, I kind of just run my hand over the epoxied tumbler carefully, just to see where all of those little pokey bits are, and I lightly sand it. Since I did put 2 coats of epoxy on this tumbler, I'm not really scared to get in there with my sanding block. I am using an 80 grit sanding block just to help sand down all of my rough edges, and as you can see, I am spending a little more time on that bottom rim just to get it to a good, I guess, as smooth as possible as I possibly can get it for when I epoxy my tumbler again. Now, I wasn't sure what decal or whatnot to put on this, so I am just going to show you how I sand the tumbler. So at the rim, on the top rim, I am holding my sanding block at about a 45-degree angle so that I can expose a little bit of that top rim, so that when I go to epoxy again, my epoxy has a little bit to grab onto and my seal won't be broken or any of that. So also I do go in with my X-Acto knife and I trim up the I guess the overlap epoxy that I have on my top rim, if that makes any sense. So I'm just gonna grab my X-Acto knife and carefully go around and just remove any of that excess epoxy all around my rim. And then I am going to go back in and make sure I have all of my the little poked bits of glitter that are sanded down, and that it is as smooth as I can possibly get it. And after this, I am going to most likely print out my decal. Depending if I want to use a water slide or not, I am going to either epoxy it first if I do use a clear water slide, or if I just decide to do sticker paper, then I'll just place my sticker paper and then epoxy it once I place my decal. But thank you guys for watching this video. I will see you guys on Saturday with another video, and I hope you guys liked it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you are subscribed or decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit that little bell so that you can get notifications for when I post new videos. I am trying to keep my YouTube schedule, so I am trying my best to post Wednesdays and Saturdays. So I will see you guys on Saturday, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Bye!